Discipline is what's going to get you up and out of the door and in that gym. Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Achai, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how you're going to level up your life in 2025 and have a complete rebrand of yourself. To start it off, I just wanted to make this video because I'm the type of person that looks for this type of content around New Year's because I'm on my New Year's resolution grind. I'm like, okay, New Year, new me. That's exactly how I think, right? So I figured why not share my take on it and give my advice and things that personally have worked for me. So first and foremost, I do want to address discipline first. One thing you're genuinely going to need if you want to rebrand your life, level up, and accomplish everything you dream of in 2025 is discipline. Discipline is such an important key factor in your journey. Not everyone is blessed with having discipline just as is. A lot of people need to build it, I being one of them. Yeah, without discipline, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do. I feel like discipline and motivation get misconstrued a lot, and those two can go hand in hand, but for the most part they're not the same. Motivation is that drive that you have to do anything, right? Like, oh my god, I want to go to the gym. I'm so motivated to go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym 5 days a week. And then you get up 5 days a week, you go to the gym, but the very next week you're burnt out. You're completely burnt out and you don't want to go to the gym anymore, but you made this goal to yourself. You promised yourself. Discipline is what's going to get you up and out of the door and in that gym. So yes, motivation is important, but discipline is what you need to stick to what you want to do. Discipline is very hard to build. Like, it really is. For me, it was so difficult, and I'm still struggling with discipline to this day. I really am. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that I'm a super disciplined person. I'm not. I am not. But ever since I fully understood that discipline is something I genuinely need in my life in order to do what I want to do, it has made things easier. I seen a TikTok, and this creator had basically said that discipline is being comfortable in being uncomfortable. And I fully agree. You're not going to want to do things all the time. You really aren't. It's just not a reality. But once you get comfortable with like your off days, it's going to make things a lot easier for you. For me, what I have found in little things to help me be more disciplined is finding very small things that I can do throughout the day that I don't typically want to do, but I do it anyways. And it helps you get your mindset in a place where it's like, though I don't want to do this right now, I'm going to do it regardless because it's going to help me reach my end goal. One thing I found that I really need to do is have a consistent morning routine. Get up immediately after my alarm rings. If I hit the snooze button, I might as well have set myself up for a terrible day because now I'm going to be sluggish for the whole day. But it's such a small task, but getting up right when your alarm rings, that's a form of discipline, and it does help you. My alarm rings, I hit snooze like 3-4 times, and then I get out of bed, and now I'm rushing to run out the door. I don't have time to make my bed, and I don't have time to eat. It might be such a small micro habit, but it does help me out. So moving past discipline, the very next thing that I want to touch on is self-reflection. Self-reflection is such an important thing as well. I did not start to see growth in like the things I wanted until I really sat down and reflected upon what I've been doing and if it's working for me. If you do not understand why you want to be a certain way or why you want your life to be a certain way or why you want a certain goal, you're not going to be able to properly set the right path for you to reach it. When you self-reflect, really sit down and think about everything. You can like journal it. You can find a journal prompt about self-reflection and then just fully sit there, write, think about like, okay, what goals have I achieved in the past year that I set for myself? What goals did I not reach? What do I wish I did last year? What do I wish I did differently? All those things. And also as well, don't just think goal-wise. Also analyze parts of your life such as relationships, whether it's platonic or romantic. Analyze those. Think about school. If you do go to school, think about work. Think about if you have hobbies or you play sports like dance or hockey or soccer, basketball. Think about like your community and those, your teams and how you have played a part in them and if they make you happy, all of that stuff. Think about every aspect of your life as much as you can remember. Reflect upon all of it. Think about aspects like, for example, school, right? And I'm reflecting upon school. Let me think about my grades, for example. Did I do as well as I wanted to? Is my GPA where I wanted it to be? What are some things that I could have done differently to get me that GPA I wanted? Maybe I shouldn't have gone out this day and I should have stayed home and studied. Or I shouldn't have taken a nap at this time. I should have just studied. Maybe I should have done my assignment earlier this day and I would have had more time to work on it and I wouldn't have done as bad. Things like that. Like, really sit and reflect. And then this is going to help you know what you want out of the new year. Like, you can say as much as you want that you want to level up, you want to have a rebrand, all of that. But if you do not understand why you want this for yourself and why this is the life you want, you will not be able to get there. You won't. That's why I really do think self-reflection is important. And understanding why you're setting specific goals for yourself is really important. Next thing I want to talk about is set out the goals you want now. Now that you know why you want certain things, actually make a proper list of things you want to achieve so that you know what the end goal is. If you want to go to the gym more, make it more specific. Make it more specific. Maybe you say you want to be able to go to the gym 4 days a week. Or maybe your goal is, I want to lose this much weight by the end of the year. Or I want to be more muscular by the end of the year. Things like that. Be very specific with your goals. I do think an important goal that everybody should have is a very good morning and night routine. I think that would be beneficial for everyone. It's such a small thing, but like setting yourself up for a good night's rest will make you feel better in the morning. Because once you get your good like 7 to 9 hours of sleep and you wake up in the morning and then you do a proper morning routine, you're going to set yourself up for success for the rest of the day. So I do think that is an important thing for everyone to have. But yeah, set very specific goals. If you want to buy a house by the end of the year, maybe your goal is to put down this X amount of money on a house. So I need to save X amount of money by this time so that I can buy my house. Or you want to buy a car, so it's like, okay, I need to save X amount of money by this time so that I can buy my dream car. Things like that. Like, be very specific with your goals. If I'm not specific enough, I get very overwhelmed. Like, what can I do to attain this? But if you already tell yourself specifically what you need or what that goal is, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to figure out how you're going to reach it. Another goal I have personally is I want to make more content, right? And I do want to grow my channel and grow my platform. So my goal for the end of the year is to have 1,000 subscribers and be monetized. That's my goal for the end of the year, right? But then I've also broken it down like, okay, I want to reach 500 by hopefully 6 months in June, right? Like little things like that, but it's very specific and I don't feel overwhelmed versus I could just write down, I want to grow my platform. Okay. I wrote the same thing down last year, you know? So being more specific would make things easier. Another thing I think is good to do is to make a vision board. Now, my approach to vision boards is very different, I think, from other creators. But, because like when they talk about vision boards, it's all about like manifestation and all of that. And I do think like that is what it does help with. But the reason why I make a vision board is purely to romanticize the process. Having fun picking out pictures of everything that aligns with what I want. And then coming back at the end of the year and seeing a picture I put on my vision board and then looking through my camera roll and having an exact replica that I made because I attained that goal it just makes me feel good. And it helps romanticize the process and it makes it less like intense. So that's why I make a vision board. You do not have to make a vision board on Canva. You don't have to print out pictures and make a physical board. What I do is I literally go on Pinterest, I make a board and I make it secret, like I make a private board. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I prefer to make it private. And then I add photos in my board of everything I want. It's so simple and easy, and it's not hard. This year I will be making a physical board just because I want to, like, just for the vibes. I think it'd be super cute. And I have seen like the TikTok like bingo vision board. I kind of also want to make one of those. But that also, again, comes to play with me romanticizing the process. I could just stick with the Pinterest board, and the Pinterest board has helped. I genuinely do like it. Opening Pinterest and like looking through that board, it just kind of reminds me of like what I want. But yeah, do what you want. If you just want to make a Pinterest board, go ahead. If you want to make a physical board, go ahead. If you want to make like one on Canva and you set it to your like phone or iPad or laptop or whatever, and you set it as your wallpaper, do that. Go ahead. Like, have fun with it. Because if you're too like in your head and overwhelmed and like strict with yourself, you're not gonna have fun and you're not gonna want to do it. Try your hardest to have fun with it. It is a long process. It really is. You have to have patience with yourself and give yourself grace. That I cannot stress enough. Give yourself grace. If let's say your goal is to have a house by New Year, right? And something happens in the year that like financially that kind of took those plans and pushed it backwards. Do not beat yourself up over that. Don't. Have grace with yourself. Think about all the work you were putting in towards it and be proud of yourself for even doing that in the first place. And genuinely, what's meant for you will happen. Your timeline might be different, but don't compare yourself to other people and be like, well, everybody else is doing this, da 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 da. Why am I not? Don't compare yourself. My favorite quote, my quote of the year is comparison is the thief of joy. I resonate with that so much. Every single time I sat and compared my life to somebody else, I was miserable. I actually was miserable, like bed rotting miserable. Do not compare yourself to other people and really, really, really give yourself grace. I know I've talked about discipline and all of that, but genuinely, if you're having one of those days and it's just off and you need to take time for yourself that day where you don't do anything, that is okay. Just don't let it become a habit where you start using that as an excuse. But if you just genuinely have an off day, you have an off day. Do not push yourself to the point of being burnt out. Yes, you want to push yourself, you want to have a drive and all of that, but do not get to a point where you burn yourself out. Your mindset alone is you leveling up. Truth be told, honestly, already being at a point where you're like, I want better for myself and I am putting in the work, you have already leveled up yourself at that point. So please have grace with yourself. Okay, now I just wanted to mention some of my New Year's resolutions, and if any of these sound like, after you've done your self-reflection, if any of these sound like stuff you think you need to do, then there, you already have some goals to put on your list. But my first one is I want to have a 5-day gym split. I started off with a 5-day gym split and then I decreased it to 4 because it was a little too hard with school. And that was simply because I just didn't have a set routine in terms of morning, night, all of that. It was kind of all over the place. I would wake up when I did, and then now I would go to the gym for like 2-3 hours. Another thing is to have more time management in the gym, but we'll get there. I was go to the gym, spend 2-3 hours in there, come home. I've wasted so much of my time, and now I need to study for an exam that I have like in 3 days. It just wasn't working out, so it started getting overwhelming. And I don't like going to the gym in the evening. That is one thing that after my self-reflection, that is one thing I realized that I don't like, is going to the gym in the evening. I actually prefer in the morning. But with that being said, that's why morning routine and night routine is on my list. If I can wake up, because I do want to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning, if I can successfully wake up every day 7 a.m. or the moment my alarm rings, and then I get ready for the day and go to the gym, come back, and then go to school, that is a dream. That is a dream for me. So that is on my New Year's resolutions list. Night routine will help me set myself up for the morning, and then morning routine, to romanticize my day and also to help me already feel like I'm being disciplined throughout the day. My next one is my content. I also do want to grow this platform. I have mentioned that I want to hit 1K by the end of the year and be monetized. Another one is school. I want a 4.0 GPA by the end of the year. My next goal is a school related one, but I really want to have a very good GPA by the end of the year. So that means I need to study more effectively and I need to study more. And when I'm studying, I'm not just wasting time doing things that aren't actually helping me out. That is another one of my New Year's goals. And then the last one is nutrition. And with nutrition comes with like, I want to eat more protein and I want to eat more clean. And I also want to cook more. I know how to cook, right? But like, I don't cook that often. But I do want to make a lot more recipes this year. Like, I want to cook to the point where I could literally make you guys like a little cooking vlog. I bake a lot, but I don't cook a lot. So that is another thing that I want, and it's a New Year's resolution. Another one that is like just for fun is I want to learn how to swim. Yes, I don't know how to swim, unfortunately. I know my friends that are watching this video are laughing at me, but it's okay. I know there's other people like me that don't know how to swim, but yeah, I want to put myself in swimming lessons and learn how to swim because I think it's a very important life skill to know. Like, I'm literally 21. Like, I need to get on my Zoom and actually learn how to swim. But yeah, that's like all of my New Year's resolutions so far. I will be making a video of my vision board, so definitely will have more goals by the time that video comes out, and so I will talk about it in that video as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found things in here that you can take away from it and implement in your life to really help you rebrand yourself, like I said in the beginning of the video, and help you get where you want to be in life. And if you really like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!